Alright, I've got two Bibles here that I wanted to compare, and once again I want to thank my brother-in-law. I've used his Bible before, a different Bible that he had on one of my other videos, so once again borrowing his Bible for a comparison video, and in this case I wanted to show the Thompson Chain Reference full size, and the one I'm borrowing is the Thompson Chain Reference handy size. So we'll look at the size comparison here and just take a quick look on the inside too to see how they compare. This one here is a 1997 printing, and this one here I looked is 2005. And so it's interesting, they're different sizes, but I would actually say the material qualities and the build quality is very similar. Whereas I've mentioned actually that the newer one that I have, I would say is really a step down in various ways in terms of build quality and the material qualities. So that's too bad, but from 1997 to 2005 we really have similar quality Bibles here. So the cover on this one, the 1997 full size, it's this capri green. I believe it's stamped in there. Leather, it is a genuine leather, and Smythe sewn, and it's definitely a thick leathery feel. With this handy size, it's got the capri leather stamping. It's also genuine leather, and it actually, I would say, feels leathery like the other one, not plasticky like the newer ones, but it is a thinner feeling leather, or a thinner cover, I would say, just a little bit, has a thinner feel than the full size. But the look of them is really similar. They're like the same thing, just one's the full size and the other is the mini-me. So nice. They both have, I would say, a similar ribbon, although the ribbon on this full size one here, black two-sided satin, has a smooth feel. Similar width on this one. It's been used a lot, so it's gotten frayed, but I would say this, though it is the same thickness, has a coarser feel to it. So I'm not sure what it was like brand new, but as it stands now, that's a difference. Now, getting into the Bibles here, I wanted to show you the difference in size on the font. And what you will see as you look at these two together here, I have them open to the same place in the Bible, is they are actually the same pagination. Really, you're looking here at the exact same Bible. The one on the left here is just a little bigger font. I want to say it was listed more as a 8-point font. This one might be more like a 7-point. And then the references here, there may be 6, and actually I would say that the reference size might be pretty much the same. If it is smaller in the handy size, it's not too much smaller. It is a little smaller, so maybe that's like a 5 and that's a 6. Now that's just an estimate, but you're really looking at the same format here, just with a little smaller size. The Thompson Chain font size is not really that big to begin with, so it's actually not too much of a difference. The back material is going to be all the same stuff as well. Same helps, same maps, all of that as in the full size, but again, just a little bit smaller layout. Another difference is on the sides here, we have the tabs on my full size version, and this one does not have the index tabs. So let's just quickly look at the size difference here. The full size is about 9 1/4 inches by 6 7/8 inches by at least 1 1/8 inch, maybe a little bit bigger than that. The smaller one here is only about 8 1/8 inches in height by about 5 7/8 inches wide, and a little over an inch and a half, about 1 5/8 inches thick. So that's the size difference, and really I love it. It's not all that different on the inside, but it's definitely a more portable Bible. They're both fairly thick, but overall this footprint on the handy size is a lot easier to carry around. Again, as far as build quality, I would say that these are both really nice. The paper in both of them is nice. If anything, I would say this 2005 edition, the paper is even a little nicer. It doesn't have a lot of ghosting, and I would say it has a smoother feel to it than what I have in my 97 edition, although again this doesn't have a lot of ghosting either in person. Maybe shows up a little bit more on the camera, but they're both really good. Everything is pretty much the same, red letter, overall quality pretty much the same, just two different sizes. So just wanted to show you that, and presently I don't believe these handy size are available at Kirkbride website, but I'm sure in the future they will be available again. And I would say if you want to get something a little bit more portable but still has all the information, the handy size is a really good way to go. Again, the font size is not all that much different, but if you do have a problem reading smaller font, really either one of these could be an issue for you. But I would say this is quite readable for the size. So you're getting a lot packed into a small space. Really good. So that's a look at the full size versus the handy size Thompson Chain Reference Bible.